So today, one last step for you. If we were in our classrooms, we would be building a huge timeline across our wall. So today we're going to build a digital timeline if you have time. I want this to be the last thing that you do. Your notes, your costume, your final draft, those are all more important than doing the timeline right now. So if you have time, great. I'm gonna walk you through how to do it on Padlet. If you do not have time, that's okay. Or you could even do it tomorrow if you want. It'll still be on the website. But let me walk you through how you will do our timeline, and then, guys, we're done. So here is how you will watch or add to our timeline on Padlet. Try to do this where it's not too shaky. So you are going to click on the Padlet link that's on the Google site, and it's going to take you to this page where you enter in our Padlet password, TWCA123. That will be on the Google site as well. And then when you submit and log in, it is going to take you to a site that looks like this. Remember, a timeline is where we put events based on time and years in order. So I have already put the years in increments of 25 years, starting with the 1700s, because this would have been when one of our first characters in our wax museum would have been born. And then it goes all the way through this year, 2020, because we do still have some characters that are alive at this time. So you are going to look for your character's birth date. So for example, my character, Babe Zacharias, was born in 1911. So I am going to scroll through until I find, oh, that's easier. Okay, until I find 1900 to 1925. Well, 1911 would be in between those two dates. So that is where I want to add my character's time. You are going to click your plus sign. It's going to actually add it to the end. You can click on the circle underneath it. Oh, we'll do that at the end. Okay. Sorry, I don't know what that is. Okay. You are going to click on the pink plus sign here. Let's start over. Okay. Click on the pink plus sign. It's going to add your new box to the end. We'll drag it to where it needs to go after we're done with everything. You need to type in the year that your character was born to the year that your character died. Then you need to type in your character's name. I'm putting quotation marks because her name was not Babe. That's just what everybody knew her as and called her after her big home run. Sorry, I'm trying to do this with one hand. It's kind of tricky. There we go. Okay. And then after you have typed in her name, go down to write something and type in one sentence about what she was known for. Known as, or he, the greatest female. Sorry guys, I'm having all kinds of issues typing with one hand. Known as the greatest female athlete in the 20th century, period. Okay, and then you're going to add a picture. So on your iPad, you can go to Kids Search and look for a picture. When you find the picture of your character that you want, you're going to click on this arrow upload button. I'm needing to go to pick files from what I have on my computer. So I think you're going to have to do the same thing to find a picture that's on your iPad, kind of like you would do if you're adding a photo to Pages or Keynote. So when you find the picture that you do want, just click on it and it should upload it immediately to your timeline box. And so then if I scroll down, I have all the information that I need for her. So then how do I drag this to the correct part of my timeline? You're going to click on the dot underneath. Well, there it is. There's a little hand. You're going to click on the dot underneath. I'm having all kinds of issues trying to do this with one hand. And that yellow line is helping me drag it. So I need to go down to 1900 to 1925. And there are my two that I've done so far, but there is the one where she would have been born. Now, the tricky part for you guys is to make sure you're putting it in order with other people who have already posted. So let's say that one of you has a character that was born in 1905. Well, your character is going to need to go in front of my character Let's say that your character was born in 1917. Your character is going to need to go after my character, but before 1925. So make sure you're thinking about a number line and you're following those dates as you put those in order.